on English Yari, and it happens.
Is
In
it
last
okay now?
session also it has happened. It
Now
happened to
am I
me.
able?
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon. Actually, I'm not. You are not visible.
Can you rejoin?
Yeah, several times. Several times I tried to rejoin, but after all, the result is same. Actually, in last session, also it
Yeah.
had happened with me, and I don't know. Whenever I try to join first time, then the screen is open, and then
Yeah.
after it just goes on, yeah, goes blank.
But you can hear me, right? You can hear me.
Okay, ma'am. Okay,
Am
ma'am.
I
Without
audible,
your
right?
visibility, let's have a picture. Yeah, you are audible, and without
Yeah, yeah.
showing each other's face, we just try to start our session.
Yeah.
Because
So tell me, how was your
in the
weekend?
recording of in the recording of the session, we get everything.
Yeah.
Everything is okay. But uh, what happens that while having conversation, we easily cannot see each other. It has happened with me several times.
All right. No worries. Let us continue the session. Tell me something about your favorite teacher memory from school days.
Yeah, ma'am. Please. Actually, the voice is also coming in a slow pitch.
Can you tell me something about your favorite teacher memory from school days?
Yeah. Okay, ma'am. I just try to elaborate on the things. Actually, as a teacher, I have several very cherishing memories which I would like to have always because uh, actually we deal with always small kids so that there are different things actually take place in our schools, and we try to, and anything intriguing and interesting didn't happen, but actually as a teacher, we just concentrate in our school. We don't take our children to any particular place so that any such bonding didn't uh, flourish. But so actually, any particular incident I did not witness in my school with with my students.
Tell me something about
But
your
we have
favorite.
very good rapport with them.
Okay, don't worry. Tell me something about your favorite childhood memory with a teacher. Your favorite childhood memory with a teacher.
Yeah, my childhood memory actually, we as a student had a lot of memories, and those were the time when we were free, we were like a careless student, and we didn't have so much pressure like today's generations having, and they are bearing so much expectation of their parents. So we just had a lot of memories, like we played, we took part in different activities, we celebrated our festivals with uh, other students also, and there were no discrimination on the basis of uh,
Hmm.
so many things which people conceive nowadays. But those were the days when the whole students, and irrespective of their backgrounds, we just had a lot of memories.
All right. Can you see the chat box? I have written something on the chat box. Let me know if you can read it or not.
And in session chat or somewhere else.
No, on the session chat, not on the session notes, on the session chat.
But here, uh, what you have written is not showing.
All right, okay. So what you said that I have lots of memories. I'm trying to articulate your answer. So
Hmm,
you can say I have lot of cherished and precious memories of childhood.
hmm,
We had a very carefree childhood. You said we had
hmm,
a very careless childhood. That was not correct. What you can
hmm.
say, we had a very carefree childhood.
Right,
We,
right, right.
yeah, we played equally with kids of all stratas of society,
Hmm,
and there was no discrimination between the friends. We had a good quality time with each other.
hmm.
So, if you remember, Dilip, we have had a session before, and my tips to you were that, when you are speaking in English, try to keep your answers simple, crisp, clear, and precise.
Okay.
The next tip I had given you was about articulation in your speech. So I don't know
Ma'am,
whether you
please, please,
remember.
if possible, then speak a little louder.
Yes, I'm speaking at 100 volume. Yeah. So next tip I had given
Okay, okay.
on
I think
art
the movie.
next tip I had given you was on articulation of speech. So how to
Hmm.
make your sentence formation and articulation better. For that, if you remember, I had given you a format and structure called introduction, matter, and conclusion to make your sentence. Do you remember it?
Yeah, yeah, I remember.
Right. Very good. Thank you so much for remembering it. So, this is how I have framed your answer. Okay. I have lots of memories of childhood. This is your introduction. The matter is, we had a carefree attitude during childhood and we played equally with kids of all stratas in our society. Overall, we had a great childhood. That was the conclusion. So you kept your answers simple, precise, clear, to the point, and in a structure. Now I'll ask you number second question. That is that describe a moment when a teacher stood up for you when you were a child, or or either discuss a piece of precious advice given by your teacher to you.
Yeah, actually, I have to tell a time when teacher stood by me
Mhm.
and gave a precious advice to me. Yeah, ma'am. This is the question.
Yes, either a precious advice or a teacher stood up for you.
Actually, in my student life, I had not done anything like this that teacher actually stood up for me because I was a very disciplined student, and throughout my
Oh, yeah.
student life, I didn't do anything, any such things. For that, a
All
teacher
right.
uh, came for my help, like in the manner. Actually, the teacher stand up for their students only when
Hmm.
the students are in need or only
Hmm.
when the students did something wrong. So actually, any
Hmm.
such things on my part didn't take place. So that,
Hmm.
but yeah, at several times they appreciated me and they actually stood for me. Like whenever I didn't submit any important things in time. So in that case, the teacher actually helped me a lot. And in some area also, uh, like submitting our documents when the deadline was very near and I could not submit it in time, then time to time teacher helped me in such a way. So actually, I'm thankful to those teachers who were there in my life and who shaped my career and shaped my behavior in a very positive way.
Very good answer. You mean to say shaped?
Shaped,
Yeah, shaped. Shaped. The pronunciation is shaped my career.
shaped. Yeah, it should
Yeah,
have been shaped.
yeah, shaped. Okay. So today's topic is about food. Are you a foodie? Tell me.
Yeah, actually, I think the North Indian people, irrespective of who they all are foodie. I think leaving a very few section, leaving very few people who are not in this genre, otherwise who are not in this practice, like being foodie. We all are foodie.
Oh,
So
very
a
good
little
answer.
bit of foodie also.
Yeah. So I will suggest you to just add one more word to your conversation. You said leaving a few people. You should rather use a better word would be barring a few people.
Hmm. Yeah,
Barring a few
it,
people, most
it would
of
be
them are
better.
foodies. Yeah, most of them are this. So, which is the spiciest dish you have ever tried in your life?
Spices dishes which are easily available and I think within few minutes the spicy dishes can be prepared. And I'm also a little bit foodie, so that I take like the things which are easily available everywhere in small towns also. So I like samosa, like pakora, like all these things I eat. Otherwise, and I don't. I eat just conventional Indian spicy food, not the foods which are easily available nowadays in markets and are very spicy. And after having those foods, we actually don't feel well after in the morning. So actually, we have a lots of problem like having those foods. So I'm not
Hmm.
that much foodie, but yeah,
Hmm.
I'm foodie, and I time to time I take it.
All right. Nice answer. I'll again articulate it in a better way. So you can, what you said, we will improve on the same lines. I am quite a foodie and
Mhm.
relish savory foods like samosa and pakora. But I prefer to eat traditional Indian food and stick to food which is not very heavy to digest,
Mm.
as it can create issues later. That is the conclusion of your answer. Very good answer, but we have just tweaked it a little bit. I'm quite a foodie and relish savory foods. Now, savory
Mm.
foods, it's like the salty foods, and sweet foods are like the sweet foods like gulab jamun, rasgulla, and halwa and all that. But you clearly mentioned that you like savory foods like samosa and pakoda. In fact, you mentioned also the name of the foods, and you prefer to eat traditional Indian food and try to stick to conventional cooking because you feel it is light on the stomach and you do not prefer to eat outside food much. So, what are the cooking methods you are familiar with, which you use, which are used in uh, for healthy cooking as well as unhealthy cooking? First, tell me the unhealthy cooking methods.
Actually, there are everywhere unhealthy cooking system is available, barring few very reputed uh, uh, food chain. We can just
Hmm.
get quality like food there. Otherwise, the rest of the restaurants and food stalls are just cooking the food items in a very unhealthy environment. So we cannot eat it everywhere. And nowadays we have been facing its repercussions, which we
Mm.
the spicy food and all these street foods which we had used earlier. So we have started feeling the repercussions of those in terms of health. So I think everywhere they cook their food with the same oil in the whole day. So it makes, and I think the cleanliness is not there, and they also use unhealthy water. So all these unhealthy spices are not up to the mark, and I'll play a very negative role. And so if I conclude in a world, then it would be that we should always stay away from all these things, and we should eat it only when we become confirmed that this uh, restaurant and this food stall is giving me quality and healthy uh, food. And only when they show something in their restaurants that we have just added these ingredients in order to make this uh, food, only then we should eat. Otherwise, we should stay away from it.
Very good. So my question to you was, Mr. Singh, that what are the cooking unhealthy cooking methods and what are the healthy cooking methods?
Mm,
So as I had initially told you, whenever in my first session, that whenever we are giving an answer, we have to also be an active listener to the question. So
mm.
clue of the answer is hidden in the question itself. So
Actually,
the
ma'am,
question.
I'm facing a little bit network problem. It seems
Yeah,
to
yeah,
me.
I can understand. I can
So
understand.
that the
Yeah,
while
your answer was
actually,
quite correct. Your
mm,
answer was quite correct. I am just elaborating further. You gave a very good answer. I'm just adding more to make it more articulate. So you can also add here, like, unhealthy methods include deep frying, and healthy methods of cooking include baked, grilled, and steaming. So
mm,
whatever you said, that we should try to avoid unhealthy food as it has bad repercussions for health, that was a very good point. And in the conclusion, you could also say that we should opt for healthy cooking options like baking, grilling, and steaming instead of deep frying. This you could have add as a concluding linker to your answer, which would enhance your answer in a better way. Otherwise, your answer was very good. You gave very good. You gave very good introduction by starting, like, deep frying, and the reusing of the oil has really bad repercussions for health. Here, you can also add, like, give alternate options of cooking, like,
mm,
nowadays, baking, grilling, steaming are the other options available. And even on apps like Zomato, Swiggy, there are healthy food options available. And at home also we have the choice of using either deep frying or healthy options. So to keep in good health, we should go in for the healthy cooking options. Now, on your session notes, there is a recipe of sandwich making. So I had also introduced you to a word called linking words, which was connecting one sentence with the other. And then after that, later on, thereafter, finally. And this method, you can use the IMC as well as the linking concept, linking words, and give me the recipe of sandwich as shown on the picture step by step on your PDF.
actually, daily, whenever I think I'm telling about my own daughter, and she prepares sandwich at every Saturday, the last day of this week. She prepares, and at times I eat it.
Hmm.
So, and she tells me to bring the ingredients,
Hmm.
but actually, ma'am, I don't know how to cook it, and I haven't gone through the session notes. So Right now, I cannot tell you, but in future we will tell each and everything.
All right, no worries. Okay. So, just a little correction on what you just said that my daughter cooks sandwiches in every Saturday, you said, on every Saturday. That would have been because it is on. The use of preposition was incorrect here.
Hmm,
She asked me to get the ingredients. You can alternatively use the word. She asked me to source the ingredients.
hmm, hmm.
She asks me to source the ingredients. Okay, let us learn some vocabulary today. Crispy. Do you know the meaning of crispy?
Yeah, crispy. That is very tasty to eat, and
Crispy is
crispy
something is like potato chips. You eat them and
potato
you have
chip.
a
Yeah, yeah.
crunch. Very
Hmm.
good. Then creamy. Can you give me an
Creamy,
example of a creamy?
yeah,
Uh,
creamy like cake, and
yes, yes,
another
yes.
layer is added there,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah, that
Creamy
is
foods
creamy.
are, yeah, they have a smooth and very rich texture to
Hmm.
it due to the presence of cream, butter, or heavy ingredients. So, for example, cake, for example, mashed potatoes with cream with butter, right? Chewy. Can you give me an example of chewy food?
Chew means like when we have our meal, then we chew the food.
An
You
example
know,
of chewy food will be chewing gum.
chewing, yeah, yeah, chew gum, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It requires more effort to break down while
Hmm,
chewing. So they are quite elastic. Chewy
hmm.
foods are elastic. Then crunchy.
Crunches can also be compared with crispy, but
Yes,
a
very good.
little bit, yeah. But crunch is a
Little
little
better.
bit more in
Yes,
terms of
yes.
being crispy.
For example, cookies. Cookies are
Hmm.
crunchy. Yeah. Very good. So, which is your go-to food when you want to just come? There is a comfort food for everyone. For someone, it is aloo puri. For someone, it is chole bhature. For someone, it
Hmm,
is dal chawal. For someone, it is khichdi. For someone,
hmm,
it is chicken rice. For
hmm.
Bengalis, it is fish curry and rice. What is your go-to comfort food?
Yeah, ma'am. I always like to eat rice and pulse like dal chawal, and which is very popular in North India. And being a resident of Uttar Pradesh, and especially, actually, I don't eat non-veg, so
Mhm.
that is why I always like to eat rice and pulse.
So your go-to comfort food is dal
The
chawal.
comfort food, yeah, you can actually say it a
Yes,
comfort food and a very conventional food, which used
yes,
to be eaten by our forefathers also.
yes, yes, yes. And I think, here we can, I think I'd also given you learn to extend your answer by one more line. So your answer was very good. Like, my comfort food is dal chawal. I like it as it is a conventional staple food of
Hmm.
Uttar Pradesh. So here you would have added two more vocabulary, although your answer was good. But if we have to extend your answer by one more line, it would be uh, conventional as it is. You can give a reason. I like this food because it is conventional and a staple diet in UP, which I'm
Hmm.
used to eating. So that is my comfort food. Yes. So that was a nice interactive session, Mr.